What up guys, I'm back for another video. First off, I want to say thanks for sticking with me. I hope you've been seeing some improvement in these videos I've been making. I really have been trying. Today my plan is to try to wrap up all the new releases that came out over the last couple of weeks and made it to my playlist. We'll see if they can make them to yours. At some point I'll figure out how to play them on here, but for right now I'm trying to avoid copyright strikes while I'm building this page, as well as just for time's sake. We'll just give you a quick rundown of these tracks that came out over the last couple of Fridays, so let's get into it. First up, I got a song called Give Them Death by a metal band called Left to Suffer. This is the fourth single off their upcoming album titled Leap of Death. It's got a clean chorus, a nasty breakdown, and even nastier vocals throughout. It's really good shit. Their last album was absolutely brutal, and I had to miss the show because I slipped a disc a few months back. I was pretty disappointed about that. Next up is a cover song. Now, if you've ever wondered what Post Malone would sound like if Blink-182 did a cover, well, this one's for you. It's Post Malone's song called Chemical, and it's being performed by Go for Gold. Next up, I got a song from an Arizona artist that goes by the name of SAMARA. Now, this song is called KATANA, and SAMARA is a very interesting up-and-coming artist. She only has a few tracks out right now, but to me, she's already proved that she's very talented and versatile, and I'd be expecting to see some more videos on her here on this page at a later date. Next up is a laid-back West Coast jam by DREEBO, CALEBORATE, BALE, and the Senses called Money Trees. Check it out. Moving on, we got K.A.A.N with DJ HOPPA called Bon Appetit. Now, K.A.A.N is one of my personal underground favorites. He's been putting in work for a minute. Huge catalog as well to back it up. Solid banger for what I assume is a part 2 to the last album they dropped together. The next was a surprise for me. I'd never heard of the rapper on this song before, but self-proclaimed love king of soul and R&B, RAHEEM DEVAUGHN. I read on his bio. I did not make that up. He teamed up to lay vocals with the Virginia rapper by the name of Black COBAIN. This song is called Crazy Love, and like the title suggests, it goes crazy with the love bars. There's a nice smooth flow over a soulful background on there. I checked out the album Everything for Sale, and it was great too. I'll definitely be looking more into this dude Black COBAIN for sure. Now going back to the West Coast for a minute, The Game and MOZZY dropped a song with KINGSTON and MUNI. The song is called The Pursuit. It's a soul sample on a loop with a nice drum kick. The Game sounds pretty chill, which is an interesting take for a Game verse. MOZZY does his thing as usual. Moving on, we'll still keep it West Coast, is Shady Records' WESTSIDE Boogie with DAPRINCE called Set It in Stone. I loved it. WESTSIDE Boogie always comes with something unique. Shout out to the other guy, I'm not familiar with him. And yet another West Coast guy is my man Blue, that's BLU, a new album review coming soon as well on this page. Be looking out for that. But we got a track here called Cream with Mike Summers and TRIZZ. The beat's crazy, it's got some DJ scratching on there as well, fire bars all throughout. This song should make your hip-hop heart happy, I'm telling you. Next, I got something a little more mainstream. Some of you probably only know her from her hit song Here, or maybe the theme song from the Disney movie Moana, but ALESSIA is so much more than those two songs. Check out her other stuff, guys. Her new track is called Dead Man. She's back to sort of where she started with the jazzy instrumentals and a cool sort of nonchalant vibe. There's a big brass section on this, and her voice just sounds incredible over those kinds of sounds. I assume she's gearing up for a new album as well. It's been a while since we've heard from her, so safe assumption to make. Moving along, we'll keep it in the same kind of vibe with this next one, but just a little more chill. Black ODYSSY just dropped an album, so I want to highlight one of his singles called GEMINI with Jackie GIROUX. GIROUX is how you spell that. If you love soul and R&B artists that love to experiment with the sounds, you should definitely be listening to this dude. And finally, we get to my Venezuelan brother, EMILIO Rojas, a New York rapper, underground legend. Look him up if you haven't heard of him. He really puts on for his people in his city, and I've always appreciated that. He dropped a track called City Never Loved Me. It's all about the struggles of growing up in the city. Starts off with a dark and simple beat to kind of paint the city scene for you. Then it switches into a more laid-back cut with piano keys fading in and out. Emilio starts reminiscing about his life in New York. Then we get another beat change. That's 3 of them for this song. Police Sirens, a solid G-Funk groove. KATORI Walker comes in and gives a solid feature to round out the track. Well worth the listen for sure. Next up, I got some honorable mention tracks. Now, these are just sort of songs that I don't have much to say about, but I definitely feel are worth the listen. They're all from artists I fuck with, so the list goes like this. I got a couple R&B jams with Summer Walker and Tink, Songs About You. Then JERMIH, Bryson Tiller, Chris Brown, Wait on It. Some rap for the ladies with WYNNE. She dropped one called Dog in Me. Canadian singer, rapper Sunreal dropped Desire. Connecticut rapper Annoyed with Replica. Eric Krasno Wax, and one of my personal favorites, Marlon Craft, Things Are Changing. Love to see Marlon's name getting out there. Next is Bill Murray, Spinning You Around. And now I know I said no country on here, but this dude decided to plug his guitar in, make things a little heavier, which personally I always felt was the next step in country. You know, those just heavy, chunky riffs, not adding hip-hop drums and shit. But he just released an album too, I believe. I'll have to see what that's like in full. Moving along, next up we got ex-Slaughterhouse rappers Joell Ortiz and King Crooked with Thorazine. New album out as well. And another one for the barheads out there. We have Locksmith and Sawrock with Wonderful, which sounds like it was recorded as sort of like a live freestyle in the car or something. It's pretty cool. Check it out. And that's all I got for the list. So hopefully I can get around to doing these new music drop things kind of once a week or something as they build. Let you know what I've been listening to. I'll make sure to put the song names in the description box down below if you guys need to look for those. Share some music or some feedback in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe, and please subscribe, guys. I need to make it to 1,000, and that would really help the most. Share the video if you want. That helps me get seen. Also, check out my son's page where we do reaction videos and stuff. That's Evanzilla with 2 A's at the end. Show it to your kids. Subscribe there as well. We'd greatly appreciate it. Hopefully you found some dope new music today, and we'll see you in the next video. Possibly a Blue album review, because that's what I got working next. That's all I got. Peace out.